Morning, everybody. Welcome to my coffee break. Today I'm going to make a maple latte hot. So I got my French press. I made a little bit of stronger coffee. My French press. I gotta plunge this. Ready? I'm gonna plunge this now. Let's go. There we go. And so then I got my warm milk. I'm making it frothy. We're gonna need that. And then shaking it up here. And then I got main ingredient. I got the organic, HEB organic, the organic part is green, so it's picking up the screen. But I got the organic maple syrup, and let's see, and then I got a pinch of allspice and a pinch of nutmeg. I put there, and I got my mug. Here we go. So what we need is, we need to put the nutmeg, we put the nutmeg and the allspice, just a pinch. We're going to dump those in my mug. I'll put this down on my tray. And then we're going to need, it said 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Maybe we won't put that much, but we'll put some. You gotta have maple syrup, right, for your thing. So let me open this up real quick. I hope everybody's doing well today. Oh, it has a, there we go. Oh, it smells really good. Maple syrup. All right, here we go. We're gonna put, let's see how it looks when I just put, well, it looks like a lot. I'm just going to put, I put 1 1/4. I know you want to, I don't want to put too much. I know we want it to taste good, but all right. Let me get my napkin here. Well, I tell you what, I'll put it in the bowl that I use for the nutmeg and the allspice. So let's put the lid back on the maple syrup, because I know I'll drop it or spill it or something. So there we go. We have that in there. We gotta get a spoon. It's very important not to use a metal spoon for your glass. So you're gonna use a kind of a plastic spoon. You can use anything, I guess. I mean, you know what I mean. I'm gonna fix this real quick. There we go. There we go. There we look better now, I guess. All right, so we got it mixed. We got it mixed up. It's gonna be so good, I think. I think it's gonna be really good. And we gotta get pour our coffee from our French press. And this is that coffee that I made the other day. I really like it. The Mexico El Jaguar. So this is a 8-ounce recipe. So we're gonna put, there we go. We're gonna pour a little bit more. There we go. And we're gonna stir that up in there. So turn it around so you can see the caffeine. There we go. It's gonna be good, I bet. And I got my frothy milk. What I did was I put a 1/4 cup of milk, and I put it in the microwave without the lid. Put in the microwave for like 30 seconds. It up, because I'm trying to, well, let's see here. And I got that lid on tight. I didn't even know my own strength. I tightened that lid very tight. I'll take this out. And here we go. Let's see what it looks like. I don't know. Yes, it is frothy. There we go. That looks good. It smells good. It's I didn't pour the whole milk. Maybe I should have poured the whole milk. There we go. We're gonna pour the whole milk. Look, the bottom part was more frothy than the top part. So all right. Well, look, it's gathering up on the top. Don't worry about the. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for joining me today. And I don't need to buy any followers, so I'm gonna let's see if I'm gonna hide you for a second. I don't need. There we go. I blocked you. I don't need to buy followers. I have followers that follow me because they want to, not because I bought them off. All right, look at that. Whoa. Somebody on Twitch, there was somebody on Twitch came on and asked me if I wanted to buy followers. Why do I want to do that? I'd rather have somebody follow me because they want to, not because I bought them. There we go. That looks good, don't it? You know, I was wondering, maybe I should have stirred it. Let's just try it first and then, you know, if it, yeah, because we did stir the coffee. Oh, that's good. This is really good. I'm drinking with my left hand so you can see the caffeine. Oh, that is really good. And the coffee is really good. I like that coffee. It's Mexico Synthetic Jaguar. El Jaguar. It's a medium roast coffee. I used the medium roast coffee. I made it a little bit stronger because the recipe said so. I made it a little stronger so that way when you put the milk and the allspice and the nutmeg, it asked for clove, but I didn't put any clove in it. It asked for 1 ground clove, but I thought, well, no, I'll just use the nutmeg and I'll use the allspice. And I think normally this is a drink that you would drink during the winter, but I think you can enjoy it anytime if you want. And I think you can even make this one an ice one if you want. Hey, Texas Born, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Oh, thank you. That looks good, right? Well, I used maple syrup and I used allspice and nutmeg. It has a really nice aroma. This is I used still typic coffee from Mexico. This is from Chiapas. This is the first time I've seen you, I think, unless you changed your name, Texas Born. Thank you because you followed. Thank you very much. I didn't even realize you subscribed to my channel. Thank you. It's really good. You know, I didn't put as much maple syrup as they asked for. They asked for 2 tablespoons, and I only put like a tablespoon and about 1/4. So I didn't want to. Maybe I should have just the taste the way it's supposed to be. Pretty frothy. That's the first. It actually got more frothier on the bottom of the jar than it did on the top. Why the... Oh, okay. I'm not real sure what the emoji is. This is I'm there. You go, coffee. Yeah, I got this little French press as a Bodum, and it makes really good coffee. French press. I made it. How you doing, Nature Sweet? Love maple syrup in coffee. Oh yeah, it's really good. I didn't put as much as they had said. They said 2 tablespoons, but maybe I should have, because it does have a really good maple flavor, and it has the allspice and the nutmeg. I put a little nutmeg, fresh nutmeg. I grind it up. It's actually really good. Maybe I should have put more maple syrup. But this is, like I said, this is probably something that you would drink during the summer. But I could put it over ice, and I mean, not over the summer, sorry, over the winter, and then I can put it over ice, and I can have it during, here in Texas, it's been really hot. We're supposed to get some rain this weekend, or actually today. Hopefully, my yard really needs the rain. You know, you can water your yard with city water or whatever, and it just doesn't do the same as nature, the nature of rain. I just saw, man, I stir it up a little bit. First time I seen you, Danger Sweet, I think. Joining me on Twitch, thank you. Texas Barn, are you still here? Apologize, I don't recognize. This is the first time I saw that name on YouTube. It does tell me who my subscribers are, but sometimes they have a setting where they don't want to be recognized that they've been subscribed. So I appreciate you subscribing. Now I could, oh, you know what? Since I stirred it up, I can taste the allspice now. Yes, Sue, I did. I used the, we have H-E-B here, and I bought the H-E-B organic maple syrup. It's the dark amber one. And I usually buy my maple syrup at TJ Maxx because they usually have really good deals on their maple syrup. But I realized I was out of maple syrup, so I went by the store last night on the way home, and let me turn this. Let me pick this up. Sorry. On the way home, I stopped but at H-E-B, some of the better maple syrups are very expensive, like $12 to $15, and you know, I think H-E-B, or the grocery chain that's here, they do have very good products, and their products do not have what do you call it, high fructose corn syrup or anything like that. So yeah, I used a good dark maple syrup, and it's just funny. I just stirred it up again, and I can actually taste the allspice. Thank you for joining me, Sue. Appreciate it. Joining me on YouTube on this Friday morning. And yeah. Oh, it is good. It's pretty good. I just took a mason jar and I don't have a steamer. So I just took a mason jar and I put about a quarter of I don't know if you can see I put a quarter cup of milk, and I banged the table. Sorry about that. I put it in about 30 seconds, and then I just shuck the jar. That's a pretty good way of making frothy milk. So hey Andres, thank you for joining me. Oh, you get used that? That's real good. That's a good Cafe Bustelo is very good. You can use that on a mocha pot. The one, it's a little pot about this big, and you put the water on the bottom, and then it has the coffee. Because those are like that kind of coffee is like an espresso kind of flavor coffee. I made a Maple Latte, but here in Texas, San Antonio especially, it's been getting over 100 degrees. So you can drink your coffee hot in the morning, but in the afternoon you just can't drink a hot coffee because it's just way too hot. Thank you for joining me on Facebook Live, Andres. Sue, are you still here? And let's see, it was Texas Born. Are you still here on YouTube? I think I have an idea who Texas Born is, but well, somebody's still on YouTube. Somebody's on Facebook Live, which is Andres, and then somebody on Twitch. Here in a second, when I finish this, I'm just going to go to black coffee. This is that Stiltypica or Stiltypic coffee from Java Bean and Joe, and it's El Jaguar. It says, thank you for still being here. Appreciate it. And they're whole beans, so I grind those up, and the whole beans, I usually, like if I get a good coffee that's whole bean, instead of grinding it every morning, sometimes I get a container and I grind a good bit. It'll last me a couple of days, and then, because you don't want to overdo it. If you you don't want it, you want it to be fresh, so I just put it in a container and it lasts me a couple of days. So I either do a French press or I have a Mr. Coffee ice machine and make iced coffee, or I can make a cold brew. This is a medium roast coffee, and it actually is really good. But I made it a little bit stronger today. I put a little extra coffee, so that way it would really try to bring the flavor of the maple syrup and the allspice and the nutmeg. It called for the recipe called for a clove, but my camera is crooked. There we go. Oh, there we go. That's weird. I'm trying to. My camera, my phone is kind of crooked, and so I was trying to even it out. But anyway, it might not look crooked that way. But I'm not crooked, don't worry about that. I'm not crooked. So I hope everybody's doing well. We're hoping to get some rain this weekend. It's supposed to be. It's been really dry here in Texas. And I was going to take a picture. On the news, they out areas of Texas. And I was going to take a picture of that and show you guys on here to so y'all can see how dry we are here in Texas. Very dry. My neighbor planted some grass, and I was going to tell him, you really have to really fight hard to keep it green because it's so dry here. And then the water restrictions that you can hand water your yard every day, but sprinkler, you can only do it one time a week. So Oh, it's pretty good. The only thing is, you go from a sweet coffee to I normally don't put sugar in my coffee. Oh, my table. I'm just keep hitting this table. So, and then you go from a sweet coffee to unsweet coffee. If I was just drinking unsweet coffee and, there we go. Finally fixed it. Now there we go. That was bugging me. You know, when you see like a picture hanging on the wall and it's like slightly off, you know, and you go, man, that's really bugging me. Well, that's what the way my phone was looking just now, that was really bugging me, so I had to fix it. Well, if you tried this, excuse me, I'm sorry. If you tried this, leave a comment down below and let me know. So you put, you're going to put a pinch of allspice, a pinch of nutmeg, and then it asks for a ground clove, but I didn't want to put that in. So if you want to try that, you can put that. And then you just make a good, strong pot of, you can make a dark roast, or I made a medium roast, but I made it stronger, so it, and then you just froth your milk, and you put it together, and you can, I think you can make this and then pour it over ice, and it'd be just as good. It'd probably be even better, because it's just really refreshing to drink a cold drink on these hot days we have. Yesterday it got to like 102, so plus the humidity we have, it just makes it really hot. You can't even go under a shade tree. It still feels like it's 102. So, well, thank you everybody for joining me today on my coffee break. And if you tried this recipe, leave a comment down below. And if you want to tell me what your favorite coffee is, and just put a comment down below, and I'll try it and see if I can find it here. I have tried that Cafe Bustelo, and that's really good. I like that coffee. So remember everybody, coffee and friends make a perfect blend. So we'll see you next time on Ken Ron's Coffee Break. Have a great day, great morning, great afternoon. We'll see you next time. Bye everyone.